Kinetic, simple, and powerful. Hello and welcome to the 6th episode in my Payday 2 weapon guide. In this episode, we take a look at the KSP 58. One of the few weapons named after its real-life mimic, the KSP 58 or Holspruta 58 is a licensed variant of the FN mag, developed by none other than FN Herstal. It is a general-purpose machine gun chambering the 7.62 by 51mm NATO round, giving it considerably more punch than lighter platforms like the RPK and M249. As it stands, it is one of the most highly proliferated GPMGs, making up the vast majority used by NATO countries. In-game, the KSP 58 is designated as a light machine gun, and as such has severely limited precision characteristics and an inability to utilize iron sights. LMGs do conversely have large ammo pools and plentiful magazines, making them extremely effective at suppression and sustained fire. Base damage is middle of the road for the LMGs at 37, dealing slightly more damage than the KSP and Buzzsaw. While this is not spectacular by any measure, its fire rate of 909 rounds per minute allows it to deal out damage very quickly, rending your enemies apart in a hail of bullets. Most enemies will succumb to your fire from a short burst, with special units requiring more attention, especially on Mayhem and above. Bulldozers in particular will require sustained fire thanks to their relatively small weak spot and massive health pool. While it isn't completely unfeasible to take them on with the 58, it is often better to have a secondary capable of handling them quickly. Handling characteristics, like with most LMGs, are rather poor when fired normally. By default, the KSP 58 will have an accuracy of 32 and a stability of 36, meaning landing shots outside of close range will be difficult at best. The addition of skills and a bipod, however, can dramatically improve the weapon's handling, particularly when used for static and choke point defense. In a more aggressive fashion, the 58's precision can be adequate enough to clear rooms quickly, either killing enemies outright or sending them running for cover in a state of panic. Be mindful of special enemies in the room, as cloakers and tasers can quickly bring your shooting spree to an end. The KSP 58 feeds from a 200 or 215 round belt, plenty to provide consistent, sustained fire support for your team. This generous magazine capacity also aids its ability to clear rooms, allowing you to advance unafraid of having to reload frequently. Total ammo storage is also good, with 400 rounds total or 500 with fully loaded. With ammo pickups, this can be completely sustainable, assuming decent marksmanship. One of the biggest drawbacks to using an LMG is the painfully long reload once a magazine or belt is consumed, and the KSP is no exception. Without any skills or AI assistance, reloads will take 6.5 seconds to complete, regardless if there's a round in the chamber. Make use of throwable items or cover in order to safely reload in the midst of assault waves. As for perk deck selection, my recommendation is the Muscle perk deck, allowing you to take full advantage of the suppression abilities LMGs have, as well as making you extremely durable against prolonged attacks. Skill selection will largely come down to player preference. However, some key skills include Underdog, Shock and Awe, and Iron Man, which all allow you to maintain static defensive positions for longer. In addition, Surefire, Lock and Load, and Body Expertise help increase overall effectiveness of the weapon by increasing damage output and decreasing reload time. While LMGs lack the utility to be a jack-of-all-trades weapon like assault rifles, their ability to sustain a constant flow of lead downrange makes them a very valuable asset in missions that require you to hunker down and defend. The KSP's large ammo pool and good damage output allow it to secure choke points such as halls and doorways, allowing the rest of your team to focus on completing objectives. Good use of physical cover will assist in limiting the enemy's ability to fire upon you. Ideally, you should be exposed only to fire that you can quickly and effectively respond to. When a position is overrun or a reload is required, the use of a throwable grenade like the HE frag or flashbang can buy you time to either reposition or transition. Overall, the KSP 58 is a very consistent LMG that, despite its suboptimal damage, can still hold its own on some of the higher difficulties. It is, however, limited in many aspects, requiring a good secondary to deal with tougher units like cloakers and bulldozers up close. Thank you very much for watching. Join us next time when we take a look at the Interceptor 45 pistol. Until then, happy hunting.